Concentration is the key to athletic excellence, and it's the central skill in mental toughness. It's also, unfortunately, when you don't control it, the major cause of choking, performance anxiety, and performance problems. You can be the best athlete in the world, but if you focus on the wrong things before or during your performance, you're not going to perform like the best athlete in the world. And let me give you an example. Dan O'Brien was a decathlete back in prehistoric days, the 1990s. And during that decade, he dominated that event internationally. In 1998, he won a gold medal at the Goodwill Games. In 1996, he won a gold medal at the Atlanta Olympics. In 1991, he was crowned world champion. Going into Barcelona Olympics in 1992, he was a shoo-in for the U.S. team because he was the best we had, and he was also a shoo-in for a gold medal. Now, most people who are old enough to remember Dan because he was on TV every day for months leading up to the Olympics. He had a commercial that he did for Reebok Sports, and people used to affectionately refer to it as the Dan or Dave commercial. And it showed Dan and another American teammate, Dave Johnson, arguing on the track about who the best athlete in the world was. You see, because if you win gold in the decathlon, you're considered to be the best overall athlete in the world. And Dan would say, I am. And Dave would kind of shove him and go, no, I am. And Dan would slug him and go, no, I am. You know the way guys communicate and express their feelings. And the commercial, to build a little bit of drama, ends with a caption streaming across the screen. To be continued, ... Stay tuned to the Barcelona Olympics for the answer. Well, a rather funny thing happened to Dan, and it wasn't ha-ha funny, on the way to the Olympics. It's called Olympic trials. Just because you're the defending world champion doesn't get you a free pass to the U.S. team. You still have to qualify. And Dan's at Olympic trials in first place by a ton after 7 of the 10 events. 8th event, pole vault, was one of his strongest. And it was such a strong event that he didn't come in right away when they started the competition at 8.5 feet. Now, the better jumpers in high jump, pole vault, they don't come in at the lower heights because they don't want to tire themselves out. They move the bar up in 6-inch increments. The bar goes from 8.5 feet to 9, from 9, 9.5 to 10. Dan continues to pass. The bar gradually moves up to 12 feet. Dan continues to pass. The bar moves up to 14 feet now, and most every other competitor at trials was falling out of the competition. They couldn't clear 14 feet. Now, Dan doesn't come in until the bar is almost at 16 feet. 15 feet, 6 inches, his normal starting height. He runs down the runway for his first of 3 jumps. He plants his pole in the plant box. He takes off. And as he's taking off, he looks down, and then out of the corner of his eye, what you focus on right before or during performance can make or break your performance. If you're a coach, what you get your athletes, or a parent, what you get your athletes or kids to focus on can make or break their performance. And he got distracted when he looked down by the landing pit, and the padding in the pit area was arranged in a funny way. Got disoriented, no problem, hit the bar and knocked it down. He's got 2 more jumps. It's no big deal. It's his opening height. Runs down the runway for his second jump. Plants his pole in the plant box. Same exact thing happens. He looks down, gets disoriented by the landing pit, knocks the bar down. Now he has 1 jump left. And here we have the defending world champion, hands down the best athlete in this event, anywhere, doing what I see athletes across every sport do right before they're about to choke. He switches his focus to the wrong things. And actually, his focus was on the wrong things every one of those jumps. But he starts to think, oh my God, if I miss this jump, I no-height the event. You're not allowed to fail your opening height. You fail all 3 jumps, you're out of the entire competition. And he thinks, if I get disqualified, if I get DQ'd, I won't make the U.S. team, won't be able to go to Barcelona, won't have a chance to win a gold medal, stand to lose millions of dollars of endorsement money because, of course, they're not going to run the Dan or Dave commercial anymore. Not to mention the fact that I'm going to make a fool of myself in front of the world. Now, I don't know about you, but I can't think of any more performance-enhancing things to be focusing on right before you perform. He said sarcastically, worst thing an athlete can do is focus on outcome. So what happens? He chokes. Some 20 years later almost, or actually it's over 20 years later. This is still one of the biggest examples of choking in track and field history. Now, it's not because Dan didn't focus. He did an awesome job of concentrating. He just focused on the wrong things. What you concentrate before or during performance will make or break how well you do. And it's critical as an athlete, if you want to develop mental toughness, that you learn to control what you focus on.